Hello and welcome to
That's
That's
a
a
wrap.
Wrap. I'm Phil,
I'm Jeff.
and today we're going to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3. Um, just to let y'all guys know, what we're talking about is not real.
All
Okay,
fictitious.
all fictitious. These characters do not exist. They're exactly what they are. They're characters. But we just two guys watch the movie, want to talk about it. It's for entertainment purposes. So if we enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it, we want to share that with you. We hope that you guys can share your opinions with us down in the description. We'd love to hear from you guys. So let's get into it. So as we know, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was directed by James Gunn.
Yep.
This is his last
Last
movie.
movie in Marvel.
Yep. And because now he's what, part CEO?
Yeah, I guess basically the head of DC along with Peter Safran.
Yep. Yep. And watching this particular movie made me realize that DC is about to make some big bucks.
DC definitely could have a bright future with
Oh,
him.
definitely. Because honestly, I think this is
So good.
one of the best Marvel movies that's come out.
Yeah, James Gunn just every movie he's done for Marvel has hit it out of the park.
Yeah. And I'm just kind of shocked that they haven't realized the potential and the money that they can make with this guy. Right? Because then they fire him at one point for some old tweet.
Yep.
Which is
And
kind of
the cast of Guardians got him back.
yeah, yep. And then if they didn't, let's put it this way: if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. It's streaming on Disney Plus right now, and we did make some videos about it. Yeah,
When the previews come out.
yeah,
Because it really looked like in the previews that we were going to lose some of the Guardians.
yeah. We even had a prediction like, oh, all of them were gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh, and just to let y'all know, of course, there will be spoilers in this video. As always, when you watch any of our
Yeah.
videos, always gonna be some spoilers.
Always going to be spoilers.
Y'all used to it by now. Y'all used to it. So, no one dies,
Nope.
which I was happy about that.
Still really emotional.
Very, very. I mean, this is definitely a tearjerker.
Yeah.
And just in the trailers, you could tell it was gonna be a somber movie. And it's not like somber in a bad way to where it's boring and you get depressed. The story is so good
The story is great.
that I mean, you get entrapped in it, and the acting. Oh my god, the acting is top notch. The guy who plays the creator was in Peacemaker.
Yeah.
All right, as the guy who was holding the group together. He was the leader of their little group in Peacemaker.
Even though he was an alien.
Yeah. And James Gunn's wife, once again, cameos herself in this movie.
And does awesome.
It does, yes, does an awesome
Great
job.
part for a cameo.
Oh, yeah.
She was awesome. I loved her.
And this is a great movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
All around is one of the best Marvel movies.
Yes. I mean, it's got the comedy in the it's just in the right time. It's got the action. It's got the drama, the suspense in it. It's got everything.
I'd say the only thing I was a little disappointed in was how they portrayed Adam Warlock.
Yeah. Yes.
He
Had
acted like he was a kid and he was just stupid and
Well, see, with that one, in the comic books, is kind of like the same way because remember she said he did come out of the cocoon
yeah, he
early,
came out early.
so he was still a little childish, and this is pretty much his introduction.
Yeah.
But I understand if you don't know the background of Adam Warlock, like, plus also he doesn't have the Infinity Stone, one of the Infinity Stones in this movie, where he's supposed to have it as a gem in the middle of his head. That's what Infinity Stone is supposed to be, but he doesn't have it.
He's got a gem just
Yeah, it's not. It's just not the Infinity Stone.
yeah.
So they changed his little story a little bit, but
They
all
still
in
made
all,
him
it's
like
kind of
he's ultra powerful, but it just
Yeah, like in this one, he's also supposed, I guess, get supposed to have the power from the gem, but his power is inward. So they made subtle changes
Yeah.
to Adam Warlock, which I mean, to be honest, I knew the background of Adam Warlock.
Yeah, I'm not the most up on Adam Warlock myself, but
Because I used
I
to.
know I read some comics with him, and he was just ultra powerful, and
Yeah.
he wasn't naive and childish like he was in the movie, but that could have been farther along for Adam Warlock.
Because he's actually created by scientists on Earth. His backstory. So I mean, the whole they kind of they had to, since of course Infinity Gems. I mean, Infinity Wars, that they had Endgame and all that, and
Yeah.
the Soul Stones, and James Gunn had to figure out something with Adam Warlock.
Yeah, well, he had to do it with the people that created him, and that they were actually created by the black guy. So
Right. But his backstory, I'm just saying, his backstory is different in the movie than it is in the comic book. So he had to make some adjustments
Everything's
to,
gotta be.
make some explanation on it. But in this one, it's like everyone at the end of the movie is like everyone, I guess, is trying to find themselves. And after they rescue, because it's pretty much this whole story is Rocket Raccoon story.
Yeah,
This whole movie.
definitely Rockets.
Yeah, this is Rocket's time to shine, and this is what they said, that pretty much all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies has been pretty much about Rocket.
Yeah, I just didn't know it.
Yeah, until
Basically, his love interest that we finally meet, that he was basically madly in love with.
Yep, and that was in the comic books as well.
Was this little otter?
Yep.
Yep. What was her name?
Lilu or Lilu?
Lilu?
Yeah, I think
it was Lilu.
Lilu. Yeah.
So that was Rocket's love interest, because they both were really into each other if you watch the movie.
Yeah.
And she gets killed right in front of him.
Right. That's another
Sets him off from being a peaceful little raccoon to violent and the way he is now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of tragedy in this Rocket Raccoon story.
Yeah.
A lot.
Even what's her name? Nebula.
Yep.
Says that this is worse than what Thanos did to me.
Yep.
When she's watching what happened to Rocket.
Oh, and oh man,
And
that
that's
hit.
just tearjerker there.
Yeah, because it's the way they set it up. It's like
Nebula was tortured bad.
Yeah. I mean, her eyes.
Everything was taken apart on her.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
She's almost all machine now.
And she comparing to that what happened to her, what happened to Rocket was worse than what happened to her.
Yeah.
And
So
there's
Rocket,
a scene in there where they actually all see what's happening to Rocket, and you could see it, how they're hurt. And that, I mean, if you are a reasonable person and have empathy or whatever, and you see this part of the movie, this will bother you as well.
Even the old Gamora, the new Gamora, old Gamora, is touched by what's going on, and Peter just can't watch it no more. He's like, get to this shutdown code.
Yeah.
He just wants to get out of it once he sees it.
So yeah, so that's another that was a part of the movie that really touched me as well too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the parts. This is a lot.
Most touching to me was when he finally comes awake and he says Quill in that broken voice, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Think about how close they really had a bond, that after all the stuff he went through, he finally starting to recover, and the first person he wants he talks to is he wants Quill. So they really had a strong bond.
Quill and Groot.
Yep.
Quill and Groot are the first ones he's wrapped in.
Yep. So their bond was pretty good. Other than, I mean, the comedy in that movie was good too. I like the whole thing with Drax when the kids were speaking that jab jab. That's the like jab jab whatever. Like, we don't know what they're saying.
Joob
joob. Yeah, joob. And at
Nebula
the end,
screaming at him.
Yeah.
No.
And then the kids get scared, and he calms them down. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna play like a monkey or whatever. Ends up being like a robot. It's stupid. He dumb, but
Ends up knowing their language
yeah,
though.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, why didn't you tell us you knew? It's like, well, y'all didn't ask. So the whole time they over here trying to communicate with these kids, and he playing along with them too, pretending like he don't understand them either, right? So he's a joob joob, and next thing you know, he over here having full blown conversation with the kids, and they're looking at him like, really, really, Drax? But it's so funny. Especially when they go to the planet to go save Rocket, and Drax is on the sofa wanting to lay down, and he in these people's house arguing it with him.
Oh, and they dropped the first F-bomb
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a Marvel movie.
yes, and then Brad, yeah, yeah. I mean, I probably would have done the same thing. She couldn't button the car, unlock the door.
Your instructions were very confusing.
Well, I mean, this movie was great. I mean, it touched all the levels of the emotions.
Another thing is Groot is awesome now.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh yes. Oh
the new
man,
Groot
the new
is
Groot is
so
off the
awesome.
chain. Look,
Full
like,
kaiju.
yeah. Like this part when they get in there, he gives him two guns, right? You see Quill give him two guns. He said, "Hey, you know what to do with this."
Oh,
Right?
he had like 4.
Next, yeah. Next thing you know, he got guns
Yeah,
coming out of everywhere.
yeah,
Blah, blah,
he
blah,
had,
blah.
like-
I was like, what in the world?
He handed him. I would say it was 4 guns, but he's got like 10 or 12 that come out.
And they are like in unison. These guys are like they a
Kill
good
'em
team.
all.
Kill them all. Blah, 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 blah. You know.
Oh yeah,
But-
and they work together so great in that.
Yeah.
Like they're just
It was great.
him and Peter just going off in that.
It was great how James Gunn
He
did
sprouts
this.
wings.
Well, it's more like light branches. He's
Yeah.
gliding.
It's
He's
his
gliding.
branch wings.
Yeah, a little.
He can do so much more now than the old Groot.
And
It's like crazy.
with the fourth wall, right? That's what they call it now.
Yeah, when they talk to the camera.
When they're talking to talking to us.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing, because at the end of the movie, we understand Groot. Now I don't know if that's a fourth wall for us to help us, because remember all the movies is like I am Groot, and they're like, yeah, he said you need this.
He says we are Groot once though.
We are Groot. So that doesn't.
At the end of the first Guardians, he says we are Groot.
They're talking about the group.
Yeah.
Okay, but now you gotta look at
Now
this.
he
There was
says,
no
"I love you
surprise.
guys."
Yeah, but there was no surprise to them, right? There was no shock.
No.
Like they already understood. So it's like
Yeah, it could
now
have been fourth wall.
it could have been fourth wall. Now, so now if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3, maybe if they come out with another one, we'll start understanding Groot. Well, I mean, not with these guys.
That, but yeah.
No, they are. They are. Didn't you watch the ending credits?
I did, but that doesn't mean they're coming out of the Guardians.
Well, there's a
It
new
could
team.
just be in Infinity.
No, this is a new team. It's just not with
Yeah,
Quill and all them. They even said it's a new Guardians team. What's his name with the Han? You got what? Yondu's whistle thing. I forgot his name.
Kraglin.
Kraglin. He's part of the team. Groot's still part of the
I
team.
know,
Rocket
I know
Captain.
the whole team. I don't think it's going to be another Guardians
they-
without James Gunn.
I think they will do another one.
I hope they
James
do
Gunn.
another one, but I just don't see it happening.
They left it too
I don't
open.
think any of the actors will want to do it without James Gunn.
Then they'll get some new ones.
Because it even says Star-Lord will be back.
But he'll probably be like in a different movie or I don't know. But I don't think he'll be in the. I think if he'll make a cameo or something in the Guardians if they do make one. I'm just saying, they left it open.
Oh yeah, it's definitely left open for more Guardians.
Yeah, they
I
left
just-
it wide open.
I don't think any of the actors will do it without James Gunn.
I don't.
Personally.
Yeah. Like I don't
I
think.
don't think they'll want to.
Well, we already know Drax is
Because
done.
they didn't want to when they fired James Gunn the first time.
Yep.
They didn't want to continue on.
Well, I mean, if they make another one, it's gonna be new people. Cause Drax is not coming. Batista already said he's getting too old and it's hard for him to
Yeah,
maintain his-
Batista's done.
He's done. The girl who played
But
Nebula,
We still got Gamora. We still got Nebula. We still got
the dog,
Rocket and Groot.
and the girl at the end. She's also important as well.
Yeah, that's the clone of Marvel.
Yeah. So she's they got a whole thing with her they could do. Plus Rocket, he's still important.
Yeah, Rocket and Groot are two of the originals.
Yep. So I mean, they're gonna make they're gonna make another one. Because believe it or not, this one was successful. This was one of their success. It wasn't that successful, but it didn't flop.
No, definitely not a flop.
Okay, yeah. So I think they're gonna do that.
It's one of the only successful Disney movies this year.
Right? The troubles they going through. But look, you get an opportunity to watch Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3.
Please do.
Yes.
And let us know what you think.
Put it down in the comments. All I can say is
we
it's
loved
great.
it.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot better than number 2.
Yes.
Number 1's still my favorite, just because
it's the first
the OG.
One. Yeah. And to be honest, this is like a trilogy, right? And this is one of the movies in this trilogy that you can't say is bad. You can't say like, oh, number 1 is always going to be the best. Number 2 is good, but number 3, I watched it like 15, 20 times. And I'm probably gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it some more.
Me too. I mean, I watch every Guardians movie a lot just because I enjoyed them so much.
Yeah.
There's just so much to every movie, and even their little cameos they do in like Thor and Avengers.
And the little holiday special. I mean,
even the holiday special was funny.
That was good.
They're just the as far as the Marvel universe is concerned with movies and TV shows, I think they're the best team by far.
Yep, by far. And see, I think Marvel should take notes from this.
Yeah.
They should instead of trying to do all this agenda pushing and.
I think when they finally get Deadpool in, I'll be happy with that.
But, yeah, that's right. That's another Marvel. That was good. That I thought so, but Guardian Galaxy takes the cake by far.
Yeah. Best team by far. They're just the way James Gunn makes their movies has just been great.
That's why I can't wait. To watch the new DC movies coming out.
Yeah, I hope he puts as much effort into DC as he did in Guardians.
I think he will. Because
he's a heck of a director and writer.
Yeah, just for the fact he did, just because of Peacemaker. I mean, right there.
Peacemaker was great.
It was great, yeah. And that wasn't even made for movies. It was made for streaming. So you can only imagine what he's going to do when it goes to the big screen. And you can see it right now with Guardians of the Galaxy. And it is dark in a certain sense. And see, the difference between Marvel and DC is like the darker side of Marvel. So when he does Superman, I don't think he's gonna do Batman, but when he does like Justice League and Superman and stuff like that, it's going to be catered hopefully towards adults. You know, I want to see like I'm not gonna say the darker side of Superman, but
I don't think he's gonna do a darker Superman.
He's not gonna do. You can't do a dark Superman.
Superman's just like America's hero, so
yeah.
I don't really see a dark side there, but I think he could definitely go dark in other stuff.
Yeah. So honestly, these actors that were in this movie, the guy who played the creator, I think that's what it was, the creator, who was also in Peacemaker. I think I think the actors in there are like
the creator. What is his name? What the heck? Oh, I can't.
Well, it's all right. They'll watch the movie. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But the guy, these actors,
the main villain for GOG 3.
Yeah, and these actors that are in the movies with James Gunn, I think they're pretty tight with him, and they're gonna hopefully you might see them in DC.
I would have to agree with you there.
You know?
I think Chris Pratt would follow James Gunn anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, if they wanted him back, I think they would. They got him back. But all in all, watch the movie. It's a great watch. I don't know if you watch it with your kids or whatever, but
High Evolutionary
was his name. Yeah, he's a good actor.
Really good actor.
That guy who did High was a great actor. Yeah. All of them did great acting. Even the guy that I know from Firefly. that
Oh yeah, he's that soldier.
the soldier who was the guard,
He's
man.
like, this guy here, I just see,
He's like,
he
you got.
drives me nuts. I'm gonna go to murder.
He's like, I know. I was like, you got one of them too? Yeah, I got one right here.
You over here, you know, you're doing great. Good job. Really proud of you. But this guy over here,
Oh, I just want to choke him.
I'm gonna end up going to jail for murder.
Yeah. So just like I mean, we said it a million times already. Watch Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3. Watch it.
Like you can even watch Gamora's character has a big change all the way through the movie. Like she is uncaring and basically really freaking evil towards all of them.
Yeah, because she doesn't know them.
First,
Yeah,
but then you get to see the caring come out in her by the end of the movie.
yeah, yeah. Especially
There's a lot of character changes in this.
Yeah, and I think that happened whenever they finally saw what happened to Rocket. I think
Yeah.
that finally hit home with her. But all in all, don't expect her and Star-Lord to have a relationship.
No.
That's not happening.
That's over.
That's done. But yeah, leave it. Leave your opinions down in the comments. Whatever you got to say about it. If you watch the movie and you come back, go ahead, leave a comment down there what you thought of the movie. How did make you feel? Was
Agree
it?
or disagree with us.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, it was heart wrenching. It's a good tearjerker.
Tearjerker for me.
For real. And if you don't believe us, watch it. All right, and come back, leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up. We'd appreciate that. Help us out with the algorithm. Also, subscribe. All right, so you get some more of our videos. We got more coming as usual. So with that being said,
That's
that's
a
a wrap.